Hello and thank you for joining us on the abridged version of Nationwide. This is due to a live telecast which just ended from our Sokoto Network Center. I am Ifoma Ojinta. President Bola Tinubu extends his congratulations to Her Excellency Ms. Claudia Sheinbaum on her historic election as the first female president of the United Mexican States, Mexico. Ms. Sheinbaum won the Mexican election by a landslide, becoming the first female president in the country since its independence in 1821. President Tinubu states that the election of president-elect ascends the voices of women in government, shatters political glass ceiling, and sends a reverberating message across the world that women must not only be participants, but principal architects in shaping and implementing decisions affecting the lives of many. On behalf of the government and people of Nigeria, the President congratulates the people of Mexico and calls for the strengthening of bilateral ties between both nations across areas of mutual interest. The House of Representatives has commended the federal government and organized labor for resuming negotiations towards arriving at an implementable minimum wage for Nigerian workers. Adopting a motion by Minority Whip Ali Issa, the House also commended organized labor for its commitment towards negotiating a minimum wage for workers. Lawmakers, however, condemned the shutting down of the national grid and essential services while the strike lasted, saying such extreme actions inflicted more losses on the masses.
It's normal and it's also legal for any union to go into strike to show their protest. But in most cases, there are essential services that also need to be given a very serious considerations.
Sometimes when we embark on some of these actions, we should not overstep boundaries. The area of switching off power in the entire country as a way of protest should be condemned.
This is our law: supply of electricity, power, water, or fuel. Trade Dispute Act is very clear with regards to the areas they cannot extend their strike into. Number 3, broadcasting and communication services. You can't wake up and say the radios will not work, television shut down. People cannot know what is happening. It's like anarchy.
I'm sure a lot of people died in the past few days of shutting down the national grid. We have to criminalize that.
But while they are conducting their legitimate functions of negotiating with government on behalf of workers, they should be mindful of the fact that they should be guided by the laws of the land.
Lawmakers also called for speedy amendment of the National Minimum Wage Act in line with present-day realities. Meanwhile, Senate has passed for second reading the National Animal Husbandry and Ranches Commission Bill, which seeks regulation, management, preservation and control of ranches in Nigeria. The bill, sponsored by Senator Titus Zam, elicited debate as lawmakers expressed diverse opinion on the proposed legislation.
Understand that this is not in consonance with our constitution. Your bill is good, I like this bill, but this aspect should be removed.
What happened is that some people are using these headers and all that to destabilize this country.
To confine them to one area is not so, it will not solve the problem. So what I said, we must approach this matter with in good faith.
This bill is very important and germane to our national situation now. I think that even those who are complaining about certain sections of the lead debate concede that they are not opposed to the bill.
When we are looking at clause-by-clause consideration, we will know whether there is any divisive thing or anything that is contrary to the Nigerian Constitution that is embedded therein. And then, of course, that will be deleted. We would like to have a bill that will be sent for assent that is Nigerian in nature, that is holistic, that makes it possible for all to be carried along. I would not want anything that would divide the country.
Has been referred to relevant standing committees for further legislative action as they will expectedly engage other stakeholders on the pros and cons of the bill. Fishing out bad actors to mitigate incidents and maximally harness the inherent benefits of compressed natural gas is the focus of an interface with stakeholders in the CNG ecosystem organized by the Presidential Compressed Natural Gas Initiative, PCNGI. The forum tagged the PCNGI co-creation session on Nigeria Gas Vehicle Monitoring System held in Abuja. Lydia Sampson tells us more.
That compressed natural gas has greater potentials and benefits is not in doubt. However, fishing out bad actors to mitigate incidents remain a major concern. Michael Oluwagbemi and his PCNGI team are leaving no stone unturned in their collaborative efforts towards achieving a sustainable development of the CNG value chains.
There's no sector that can grow without good regulation, smart regulation that allows the sector to grow, allows investors to know the rules of engagement, and it also ensures that there are no incidents, no accidents. And so for us, this session is about bringing all the regulatory agencies.
The interface is to create a meeting point for all members of the CNG ecosystem to deepen smart technology-driven monitoring that is not just about stopping bad actions, but also enabling businesses for maximal efficiency. Key players say they are on the same page and are determined to realize the President's mandate on CNG.
So in our own parts as NADDC, we first of all accredit the conversion centers. That is for those that want to convert, and also ensure the conversion center, the assembly, they comply with the rules.
And so this is highly commendable with what they're doing. It's a challenge of safety. It's a challenge of safety, and how do we go around it?
Optimism is high that this interface convened by the Presidential Initiative on Compressed Natural Gas will not only get inputs by key players, but also troubleshoot issues that may arise. This is expected to make the best use of Nigeria's enormous gas reserves for a win-win transportation system and energy efficiency. In Abuja, Lydia Sampson, NTA News.
The 4 vandalized towers along the Jos-Gombe transmission line supplying bulk power to substations in the northeast have been reconstructed with restringing completed. The transmission company of Nigeria, TCN, in a statement says the line is ready for transmission of bulk electricity to the northeastern parts of the country. The 4 towers were vandalized in April 2024, where TCN promised to complete the repairs and restore supply by May 27, 2024. However, the collapse of the 4th tower during the restringing process delayed the completion. TCN appreciates the patience and support of the governors and people in the northeastern part of the country during the period of the tower reconstruction work. President Bola Tinubu rejoices with the founder and general superintendent of the Deeper Christian Life Ministry, Pastor William Folorunsho Kumuyi, on the special occasion of his 83rd birthday. In a statement, the president celebrates his many years of defining impact as a leader, author, and teacher within and beyond the frontiers of Nigeria. The president salutes Pastor Kumuyi for his dedication and service not only to God but to humanity, especially the underprivileged and the downtrodden. President Tinubu notes the spiritual leader's zeal in exercising his divine mantle for the promotion of peace, good neighborliness, and pristine values as demonstrated by the Lord Jesus Christ, and prays for many more years in good health for the Lord's servant and his family. Enugu State Government and the Nigerian Investment Promotion Commission, NIPC, have initiated steps to develop tools and capacity to attract and coordinate investments in the state. This was revealed when officials of the NIPC met with the state governor to inaugurate the program in Enugu. Chika Ugu has the report.
Nigeria is a country blessed with huge natural and human resources. It has vast investment landscape with about 200 million population, making the nation an investment destination of choice in Africa. Despite its economic potentials, foreign direct investment in the state has not been impressive. This is because the nation lacks quality business information. To reverse the trend, the Nigerian Investment Promotion Commission created the Nigerian Investment Certification Program for States, NICPS, to help states identify and coordinate investment opportunities. The courtesy visit by officials of NIPC was to facilitate the provision of critical infrastructure for investment purposes in Enugu State. They solicited the governor's support on the appointment of Director General ESIDA to chair the implementation committee for NICPS projects in the state.
Our mission is to encourage, support, and facilitate investments into the Nigerian economy, while also creating an enabling environment for investors.
Governor Peter Mba, represented by the Deputy Governor, described the NICPS project as a viable platform to promote investment opportunities in Enugu State.
So this is very important to us as a people, because we want to leave behind to our people a legacy of an economy that is driven outside government.
The Chief Executive Officer of Enugu State Investment Development Authority, ESIDA, further explained that there would be training of personnel, after which the state will have seal of approval. In Enugu, Chika Ugu, NTA News.
You're watching Nationwide on the NTA. Let's pause to take some messages. More reports in a moment. You're welcome back. President Bola Tinubu calls for earnest effort and action by citizens, stakeholders, institutions, and development partners to safeguard the environment and ensure a win-win transition to a prosperous and clean economic future for all. In a statement to mark this year's World Environment Day, established by the United Nations during the Stockholm Conference on the Human Environment in 1972, the President says it is an important moment for raising awareness on environmental matters. He says the theme of this year's occasion, land restoration, desertification and drought resilience, is very significant, particularly for Nigeria, where the scourge of drought threatens parts of the country. In his determined march towards Nigeria's aspiration to achieve carbon neutrality by 2060, President Tinubu established the Presidential Committee on Climate Action and Green Economic Solutions, which he chairs, to oversee the nation's climate mitigation and adaptation efforts, as well as green economy initiatives. The President also approved the establishment of Nigeria's first green industrial zone, Evergreen City, which is poised to be the leading manufacturing hub in Africa for renewable energy technologies, green solutions, and climate adaptation technologies. The President restates his commitment to ensuring the planting of 25 million trees by 2030, not only to protect the environment, but also to provide opportunities for Nigeria's youth within the green economy value chain. It is now time to go over to our Makurdi Network Center, where Susan is standing by with more reports from that zone. Hello, Susan.
Thank you for joining us in Makurdi. The Benue State Command of the Nigerian Security and Civil Defense Corps has paraded 8 suspects for different criminal offenses. Blessing Omeche Ebute reports that the suspects were apprehended for criminal conspiracy, vandalism, willful destruction of critical national assets, among other crimes.
The Nigerian Security and Civil Defense Corps is saddled with the core responsibility of protecting critical national assets. This role the Benue State Command has continued to carry out, recording major achievements. The latest is the arrest and parading of 8 suspects for various crimes. Briefing newsmen, the command's public relations officer, Superintendent of Corps, Michael Ejeliku, disclosed that the suspects were arrested at various locations in the state. He adds that one of the arrested persons is the dealer of vandalized NNPC pipelines.
When he was arrested, he offered money to the tune of 500,000 to our men, but that was turned down. So the command will do due diligence. Investigation is ongoing. He is providing us with very useful information. We will track down the rest of these syndicates, these vandals, we will get them arrested.
Also paraded are 2 brothers allegedly involved in vandalism of high-tension earth cables and armored cables.
Owatedus Msende was arrested, and his team was arrested on the 30th of May. His younger brother, Tehile Titus Owa, was also arrested on the 2nd for the same alleged crime. Please, let me assure Benue people that this issue of vandalism is purely act of terrorism.
The Benue State Command of the Nigerian Security and Civil Defense Corps assured residents of the state of its efforts in tracking and bringing criminal elements to book. In Makurdi, Blessing Omeche Ebute, NTA News.
And that's our package from Makurdi. It's now time to return to Ifoma in Abuja for more on Nationwide.
Thank you very much, Susan. The Governing All Progressives Congress has formally launched a digital platform to drive its membership registration process across the country, and to effectively achieve desired results, the party is holding an e-registered Train the Trainers workshop to cover the prospect of future population. Political correspondent Abubakar Akwanga reports.
An initiative incubated on the 20th of August 2023 has finally made history, with 109 participants nationwide ready to take the digital platform to the nooks and crannies of Nigeria. Now, these participants are tasked to transfer the knowledge that will be acquired and trickle it down to all structures of the party in ensuring membership growth and development. For the national chairman, the initiative is among the top-notch digital innovations APC and WC introduced to align the party with contemporary ICT protocols obtainable in modern democracy.
I must say this exercise is very important and dear to us. Therefore, we must strive to succeed. I would like to reaffirm my commitment to the ideals of our great party to set new standards and benchmarks in the nation's democratic sphere and ensure the sustenance and continuation of the APC government at all levels.
The fully automated application will also assist in centralizing information of members, promote accessibility, and enhance efficiency of records. In Abuja, Abubakar Akwanga, NTA News.
Now discover the rhythm, color and joy of a centuries-old celebration that's spreading globally. Jukano is a vibrant expression of music, dance and art that showcases the rich cultural heritage of the African diaspora. Let's join Gufan Shaju Gwanyi as she tells us more about this festival.
You may be wondering, what is Jukano? It's a festival that combines colorful costumes, energetic dance, and infectious music, all rooted in African traditions. Jukano is a unique and exciting experience that captivates your senses. As Nigerians, we have a special connection to Jukano through our shared African heritage, such as the Eyo and Osun-Osogbo festivals share similar values and traditions.
His Excellency Bola Ahmed Tinubu, along with varied state governments, there have been a promotional atmosphere of tourism activity in diaspora. Some of them that are interested in investing in mineral resources, mining and the rest of them, they will come in. So bringing our people back home is what the Jukano is all about.
By embracing Jukano, we can learn more about our shared cultural roots and traditions and connect with a global community that celebrates African cultural heritage. So, let's come together to experience and celebrate this vibrant festival as it is slated to hold in Canada from the 4th to 8th of July 2024. In Abuja, Gufanshaj Ugwanyi, NTA News.
Super Eagles and South Africa clash gathers momentum, plus other trending stories in the world of sports with Austin Edemodun.
As the Super Eagles of Nigeria prepare to take on Bafana of South Africa in a crucial World Cup qualifiers in Uyo, Eagles squad have intensified training with the arrival of high-profile players.
The way we perform at the AFCON has actually raised some standards, and then the expectations now is really, really high. And I think this is same players, same. Even the coach was still there with them at the AFCON. So I think we just need the support, and then we'll try and do our best.
Nigerians, however, challenged the Super Eagles not to leave anything to chance in the game against South Africa.
Not out of those 3 points, not one pinch of it should be left with anyone. 2.5 points not enough. So this match is so very important to the Super Eagles of Nigeria and of course Nigeria itself.
Nigeria has so far showed a slow start in the qualifying campaign with draws against Lesotho and Zimbabwe in their last 2 games in Group C. Meanwhile, Napoli have appointed former Chelsea manager Antonio Conte as their new head coach. Conte, who has been out of job since leaving Tottenham in March 2023, has signed a 3-year contract. Napoli will now be playing in Europe next season after finishing 10th in Serie A. Finally, English Premier League champions Manchester City have filed a legal action against Premier League over rules regarding valuations and sponsorships in 2021. The move comes a matter of months before a Premier League disciplinary commission will hear over 100 charges against City for allegedly breaching its financial regulations dating back to 2009. With sports updates, I'm Austin Idemodu, NTA News.
First Lady Senator Oluremi Tinubu says she received the news of the passing of the national president of the National Council for Women's Societies, Hajia Lami Adamulao, with shock, describing it as a great loss in the struggle for the emancipation of women folk. In a statement, she says Hajia Lao's dedication to the empowerment and upliftment of women across Nigeria was unparalleled, and that her tireless efforts, visionary leadership, and unwavering commitment have left an indelible mark, adding that she was a beacon of strength and a source of inspiration for countless women, and her legacy will continue to inspire future generations. The First Lady sends her thoughts and prayers to her husband, children, family, friends, and the entire NCWS community, praying that they find comfort in the memories of her remarkable life and her many contributions to the cause of women's rights and social justice. She also prays that Allah forgives her shortcomings and grants her Al-Jannah Firdaus. And that's okay. Similarly, Nigerian women mourn one of theirs, the National President, National Council of Women's Societies, Lami Lao, at the early hours of today after a brief illness while on an official assignment in Kebbi State. Deborah Balagbogo reports.
Ourselves, I know what we are targeting, politically, socially, and economically.
Hajia Lami Adamulao, a woman of many parts, particularly her commitment to the well-being of Nigerian women, vigorously pursued as the national president of the National Council of Women's Society, NCWS. Many say her tenure resuscitated the core values of the National Council, which impacted positively on women and girl child.
If women are mobilized,
the news of her demise, therefore, came as a rude shock to women who are making their way to the Council National Secretariat to pay their last respects.
The news is a big blow to all of us. She was a great leader, a woman with a heart of gold, a woman that is so humble and is committed to serve Nigerian women.
Auntie Lami was a very dedicated, honest and straightforward woman. She has done her bid and her time is up. She has to leave.
She is a woman full of humility and respect for leadership and for humanity.
A woman that is truly a mother. Like Her Excellency said, very humble. You won't even know that she's a president. An amazing leader. Died in the line of duty. For me, this is a call for all Nigerian women to come together.
But Aja is a very nice person. She carries everybody along. We are so happy when she came on board because she brought National Council back to what it was. Even those that left Council came back.
This morning to this sad news, very sad news, because our national president, she's mother for everyone. She carries everybody along, and she died in the line of duty. She's up on her feet, going from here to there. It was a rude shock.
We're together. Fantastic woman, extremely dedicated woman, heart of gold.
The Minister of Women Affairs also joined the roll call of sympathizers.
She's been giving me a lot of support, so much support. Even the other day, some governors visited me. She came to speak on behalf of women to the governors. I don't know how to express my feelings towards the demise of this woman. I feel so terrible about it, you know. Let's emulate from this lady, because it's high time we stopped that idea that women don't support women. I don't want to believe it. She worked her entire life serving women and children.
And late Hajia Lami Adamulao emerged national president of the National Council for Women's Societies in 2022. She was aged 62. In Abuja, Deborah Balagubo, NTA News.
And on that note, we conclude Nationwide for today. We thank you for watching. I am Ifoma Ojinta. Bye for now.